Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers at Arlington Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers is Jack Morris, whose record is 9-9 with a 4.23 ERA. And pitching today for the Rangers is Moose Haas, whose record is 12-8 with a 4.72 ERA. Okay, my first day back since getting COVID. Oh my God, I still don't sound right. I sound way sexier now with my sick voice than I did before. I sounded like Charlie Kelly from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia before. Now I sound like George Clooney or something. But I feel good today, maybe the first day since the first evening in which I thought I was going to die. I mean, it was just absolutely horrible. So that was on the 27th. So I guess it's been like 6 days now, and I'm feeling better, and I'm ready to get back to it. It's New Year's Day. I hope everyone had a good, safe New Year's Eve, and we are ready to get back to playing some baseball. So we are in Texas for the first time this season. And let's take a quick look here at the Texas Rangers. We try to do this at the beginning of every series. Sometimes I'm forgetful. We don't do that. You'll see their injuries here, their top prospects, contracts that are on the verge of expiring. And you can see all of their team leaders here. Tucker Ashford leading the team in home runs. This game does have a lot of bizarre home run leaders. Let's take. I do like to do this, especially when we go to the a team where we haven't actually played in that park. Let's take a look at the stadium editor for the Rangers, and you can see here if you look at the effects for Arlington Stadium, everything is under 100 except double plays. So it's 8% less likely that a left-handed batter would hit a home run here, 14% less likely than for a right-handed batter. And you see the hits for lefties and righties, doubles and general triples just don't happen here. Strikeouts are less likely, errors are less likely, which is good. The overall park factor is 92 with 100 being average. So a pretty bizarre park this season. Again, these are calculations that I made by going into the Baseball Reference stadium pages for that season and do my own math calculations. So I feel like they're pretty accurate, with maybe the exception of the Royals, which they seem to be having a killer offensive season. So, all right, let's get going with today's game here. As always, thanks for watching. I was happy to see a lot of my older games get watched over the last 4 or 5 days of not doing any videos. But the channel just kind of kept flowing on its own without any new content. So that was kind of cool. All right, all of the bullpen is available today. Nobody's got COVID but me. Jack Morris. The current Rangers are batting .306 against him in 54 plate appearances. So not great for Morris. He's really, really struggling these last 6 weeks of the season. Here's our lineup today versus Moose Haas. We're actually going with the same lineup as the final game of the Reds series. So how often do we do back-to-back games with the exact same lineup in the exact same order? We'll see if that works out for us today. There's the season stats so far for both teams. And let's go ahead and do the Tigers' official lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in right field is Eddie Miller. Batting second in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third and DHing today is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting 6th and catching, Lance Parrish. Batting 7th at first base is Greg Brock. Batting 8th at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And batting 9th, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Here's the Moose. He is loose, making his 26th start of the season. He's 12-8 with a .472 ERA. He is technically the ace of the staff. 175 innings pitched this season, only 83 strikeouts. The opponents are batting .281 against him. Holy cow, he's given up 204 hits already this year. And he gave up 278 in our first sim season. That's crazy. 3 complete games, 1 shutout. Fastball tops out around 89 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage right at 40%. It says average, but that's pretty low for this game. His fastball above average at 84, and his slider rated a 76. Overall at 81. And I just want to check real quick. I do believe we faced him a little earlier. Yeah, and he got the win in that game, going 8 innings, giving up 5 runs, stuck around long enough to get the victory. No walks with 4 Ks that game. So nice job by Moose. Here is the Rangers defensive alignment. Kind of an awkward look at Arlington Stadium. Of course, this was the previous new stadium. Now there's even a newer stadium, right? That's domed. Okay, here is Eddie Miller leading off against Moose Haas. And Miller hits a ground ball to short, 1 down. Next up is Rickey Henderson, 4 for 22 in his career against Moose, but 3 of those hits are home runs. Oh, no! Holy crap, into the night. 450 feet. It's all or nothing with Rickey Henderson, his 12th home run on the season. That was good timing. And then, of course, Eddie Murray does what Eddie Murray does. Ground ball to third. 2 down for Mickey Hatcher. Batting average down to .322 as he pops up onto the outfield grass for the 3rd out of the inning. So the home run by Rickey gives the Tigers the early lead. Let's go ahead and do the Rangers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing third base, is Odie Davis. Batting second in center field is Rick Manning. Batting third and DHing is Billy Sample. Batting cleanup and catching is Greg Mahlberg. Batting fifth at first base is Pete O'Brien. Batting sixth in right field is Leon Roberts. Batting seventh at second base is Bump Wills. Batting eighth in left field is Johnny Grubb. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Wayne Tolleson. Oh, Jack. What has happened to you, my friend? He's 9-9 with a .423 ERA on the season. He's got 104 Ks and 153 innings pitched. In fact, he had 12 strikeouts in his last start in 6 innings against the Brew Crew, which was remarkable. I mean, he unfortunately gave up 5 runs, 4 home runs in that game, and took a loss. He has not won a ball game. He's won he's won 1 ball game since June 12th. So, I mean, not a great stretch here for Jack. We made all these trades to get our team better, and our ace seems to be completely losing it here. He's due for a bounce back game. Let's see if he can get us on the right track. You see the defensive alignment for the Tigers. And Odie Davis, among the league leaders in stolen bases, leading off for the Rangers, hitting a pop-up to Brock at first. And there's the first out. Next up is Rick Manning. Manning batting .302 versus righties and a ground ball to Hatcher. There's 2 down. Billy Sample up now with 2 outs, and he strikes out looking. So a solid start for Morris. We go to the top of the first. Tigers were up by a run. We got Gibby, Parrish, and Brock due up. Here's Gibson. Gibson slams into the left center field gap off the wall and a line drive for a double. Nicely done for Gibby. Only his 12th double of the season. And OPS at 855, though. He doesn't have a lot of player of the games, but I think at the end of the season, we might have to consider him for team MVP with his overall numbers. Okay, Gibson on second, nobody out. Parrish batting just under 300. We're going to let him swing away. A ground ball up the middle, snagged by the second baseman. Bump Wills. Only play was to first as Gibson was running on the play. So he's on third with 1 out, and we need the Brock Ness monster to just get it to the outfield. Give us a sac fly here, and that'll score Gibson from third pretty easily. Maybe the only place is don't hit the center field with Rick Manning in that Gold Glove out there. Oh, man, he strikes out swinging. I mean, even a ground ball probably would have scored Gibson. They were playing back. So 2 down for Sweet Lou, who does not hit righties well. And he pops it up right on cue. That should keep the Tigers off the board. It does. So we waste the leadoff double by Gibson. We go to the bottom of the second. Greg Mahlberg leading off. Mahlberg flips it into right center field. Caught on the run by the right fielder, Eddie Miller. Next up is Pete O'Brien making a run at Rookie of the Year. Batting only .250 with 9 home runs, but there's not a lot of choices as he grounds out to second. I still think the best option as Leon Roberts is a liner right at Mickey Hatcher at third. That'll do it. Another 1-2-3 inning. I think the best option was Jim Wilson of the Indians, who was batting, I believe, like .315 with a handful of home runs early in the season, and they sent him to Double-A. Okay, we go to the top of the third. Here's Trammell. Tram gets a base hit to left field. That gets his average back over 260. Do we want to go for 2? No, we never take that chance. We will allow Eddie Miller to take a swing here. We are, as Miller hits the ground ball to third, and a double play. Damn it. I was going to say that we are 2 stolen bases away from being the second team in the AL to have 100 home runs and 100 stolen bases. Do you have any guess what the only team is that has it right now? It's kind of a surprise. As Henderson grounds out to short. We go to the bottom of the third. Wills, Grubb, and Tolleson do up. It's the Seattle Mariners. They have well over 100 stolen bases. I mean, that's what they do. And then surprisingly, as Morris walks Wills with all that great speed, that's the first Ranger to reach base. But it is surprising that Seattle's got a cachet of power, too, as Grubb hits a ground ball to third, and a double play erases Wills from the base path. It's going to lead up to number 9 hitter Wayne Tolleson, who Morris jams inside, popping it up to third. Oh, Hatcher makes an error. He drops it. It looked like it was in foul ground based on our camera angle here, but if I had some instant replay, I'd show you that it actually was in fair territory. You got to take my word for it. We don't have all of the advances here at Brainiac Baseball headquarters. Here's Odie Davis. And a ground ball to Trammell. And that'll do it. So, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Tigers are still up by 1 with Eddie Murray leading off. Do something, Murray. Anything! Ground ball to second. Murray is sinking fast. And Hatcher, I think it's rubbing off on Hatcher having him back-to-back. Hatcher hits a fly ball into center field. 2 down for Gibson. And Gibson a base hit into center field. There we go. Gibson defies the string of terrible hitting there. And I think we're going to send him here. 73% chance. Greg Mahlberg, just an average arm. He's 2 down. We'll get a runner in scoring position, perhaps. Here we go. And Gibson steals base number 99 for the Tigers. And number 16 on the season for him. 16 out of 27. Not great. So here's an opportunity for Big Wheel to drive in a run. Of all the everyday starters on the Tigers, Lance Parrish has the least RBI. Even though he's batting .297 with 11 home runs, he only has 43 RBI. It kind of doesn't make sense when you think about it, so try not to. Here is Rick Manning leading off. Bottom of the 4th. Rick Manning popping it up. Can Hatcher make the catch this time? He does. Makes a difference when you bring your glove out into the infield with you. Next up is Billy Sample with a ground ball to Hatcher. It's all coming up Hatcher here this inning. 2 quick outs for Morris. And he strikes out Mahlberg. I believe that is only his 2nd strikeout today. Going to the 5th inning. Tigers are holding on to a 1-run lead with Greg Brock leading off. Striking out 2 Ks for Moose. A 90% control, so he does not walk many. Sweet Lou, oh, wow. Okay, I guess you do. My bad. Thanks for calling me out, Moose. As he walks Whitaker on cue. We're going to hit and run. As I hit puberty there. Maybe my old voice is coming back mid-game. Oh, man, I'm dying here. Okay, so Whitaker, second base, on the ground ball by Trammell. And that's going to leave it up to Eddie Miller, who is still batting .430 versus right-handers, but his average is definitely coming back to the means here. Oh, another walk. Well, we got some speed on the base path. And Henderson at the plate. I mean, I kind of want a double steal, but we're going to let Rickey swing away here since he's just jamming home runs. Another walk. Wow. I say he doesn't walk anybody, and he walks the bases loaded. It is Eddie Murray up, though, who 2 for 17 in his career against Moose with 1 home run. Will Murray make him pay? Oh, no. Yeah, he does make contact. I guess it's something as he pops it out. Okay, I need a drink here. I'm sorry. Pardon me. All right. Okay, we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. I know you know what's going on. I'm not saying it because you see how I jinx things. As Pete O'Brien steps in, hits a grounder to second. There's 1 down. Next up is Leon Roberts. First overall draft pick, crushes it to center field. There goes the lead. There goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout. All in one swing. Number 1 overall draft pick by the San Diego Padres in 1970-something. Originally Detroit Tiger. He was a draft pick by the Padres. But anyway, I forgot what year was it. Was that 1971? We had that discussion before. It doesn't matter, as he screwed up everything. I thought we were going to have a really cool situation as Morris gets his 3rd strikeout. At least he is pitching better, right? As he saws off Johnny Grubb. And that'll do it. So, we go to the top of the 6th. All tied at 1 now. Rickey Hatcher leading off. And there's a hit from Hatcher. A single into right field, just under the glove of Bump Wills. Runner on first for Gibby. Gibby 6 for 10 in his career against Haas, and there's another base hit. Into center field, Hatcher goes to third. We weren't even hitting and running. Just doing that on their own. So, infield is back. They're not trying to prevent the run from scoring. They're hoping for a double play. And Parrish might just give it to him. Ground ball to second, and it is a double play. The run scores, so no RBI, but the Tigers take the lead. And I guess that's something. Hey, there's a base hit for Brock. Okay, so bats are coming alive here in the 6th. Why would we go for 2? No. Okay. So the Brock Nest Monster on first for Lou. And Lou crushes it to dead center field. Is that gone? Oh, it falls just short. Actually, well short. 368 feet. Again, this little cockeyed angle here makes it tough with the depth perception. So, all right, we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's take a look at the in-game stats so far. Player of the game, I mean, Henderson hit the shot. Gave the Tigers the lead, but Gibby is 3 for 3 with a stolen base and a double. So I think we have to at least acknowledge that. Morris at 72 pitches here with Tolleson up. Oh, he walks him just outside the strike zone low. Tolleson's got 86 speed. He's got 2 stolen bases on the year. With Odie Davis up, will Tolleson be going? Nope, ground ball to second. Cannot turn 2 though, as Tolleson, the lead runner, is out at second. 1 down. Here is Rick Manning, 3 for 16 in his career against Jack Morris. 0 for 2 on the day. Grounder to short, and there's your double play. 6-4-3. Going to the 7th inning. Morris got a 1-hitter. That long ball from Roberts. We have Trammell leading off here in the 7th inning. Grounding out to second. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Eddie Miller steps in, and he walks for the 2nd time today. And I think we need to try to steal second here. Everybody in the park knows he's going. Let's see. That was an 86-mile-an-hour fastball, and Miller swipes it quickly. Sorry. Trying to stay hydrated here. That is Miller's 18th stolen base on the season. Now he's in scoring position for Rickey, who's looking to destroy another ball. Boom. Ground ball to third. The only base you shouldn't hit it to. And Miller holds 2 down. Let's see what Murray does here. All right, takes ball 4. Another odd walk from Haas, and that's going to do it for Moose Haas. They're going to bring in the reliever, lefty reliever, Mark Mercer. Is that a handlebar mustache? Or did somebody just Velcro something to his face? Looks like a hash brown. I don't know what's going on there. Mark Mercer, we've seen him. He's been in the majors since we started this sim. 26 game in relief. 5-1 with a 1.46 ERA. Pretty damn solid. More walks than strikeouts. 3 saves, 1 bluey. Fastball around 89 miles an hour. Screwball's his best pitch, though. Fastball solid. Got a changeup he mixes in there. All right, so the left-hander is going to face Mickey Hatcher, they're bringing in a lefty. That's weird. This Hatcher absolutely crushes lefties. Oh, screwball. Fools them, pops it up on the infield. That'll do it. So to get out of the inning, we cannot score. Leave two stranded. Go to the bottom of the seventh. 2-1 Detroit. Morris is at 81 pitches, so he's hanging in there, making every pitch count. As Sample pops it up to Trammell on the outfield grass. One down. Here's Greg Mahlberg, 0 for 2 today, and Morris walks him. 3 walks for Morris. So the catcher on first for Pete O'Brien. I guess we gotta let him pitch to him. Ground ball to short. That should be easy double play. Absolutely. Pete O'Brien's got no speed, and the catcher's practically crippled. We go to the top of the 8th. 2-1. Morris pitching a gem. I think it was John M. who, as he was catching up on some of these games over the holiday, predicted that Morris would have a good start today, and he was right. Still got 2 innings to go for him to pull off the victory. As Gibby, who's 3 for 3 on the day, flies out to center field. I guess Mercer is great at getting righties out as well. We didn't look at his splits. Yeah, righties are batting under 200, so he gets everybody out. Will he get Greg Brock out? Brock doesn't hit lefties well at all. As he hits a deep fly ball to center. And that'll do it. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Morris hanging in there. Here's Leon Roberts. Had the only run of the game. And Morris walks him. Runner on first. 4 walks for Morris. Bump Wills up. Popping it up to Brock at first. Come on. That's 2 pop-ups dropped by the Tiger infielders? That's total bullshit. So this is where it goes sideways on us. I mean, we have to let Morris keep going. I mean, he's given up 1 hit. It's not like he's been ineffective. Yeah, there's the ball game right there. Johnny Grubb gets a double down the line. There's no outs. Runners on second and third. We're going to pull the infield in. We're certainly not going to intentionally walk the number 9 hitter. He does it anyway. Man. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Going to bring in Tom Hume, bases loaded, nobody out. And the game about to get totally away from us here. Pulling the infield in. Try to at least get one of these runs at home. That was ball 4, but he slaps it into left field for a base hit. The go-ahead run scores, and it's 3-2 Texas. I got to keep drinking this water. But I wish it were whiskey at this point. All these runs are against Morris, except for the runner on first. Here's Rick Manning. Ground ball to third. A double play as another run scores. 4-2 Texas. And Billy Sample. Ground ball to short. Damage is done. 4 runs on 3 hits. Tigers are losing 4-2. Mark Mercer. Unbelievable. Walks the leadoff guy. It's a 9th inning, too. I just kind of lost track. I mean, there's no point in hitting and running. We need 2 runs. We just need to string some hits together. Trammell strikes out. Here's Eddie Miller, hitless today. Popping it up. Tigers are down to their final batter. Oh, it's an error. Everybody, it must be a high sky tonight or something. I don't know. As that's the third pop-up error today. And I don't know. It's frustrating. There's another walk. So the bases are loaded as Jim Kern steps in. Kern is the closer. 37th game. I mean, his numbers are solid. I think he was an all-star this year, right? Oh, no, he wasn't, because Capizella was the only all-star reliever. He's got 6 saves and a bluey. Okay. So here is Eddie Murray. Bases loaded. I have absolutely no faith in anything but a double play here. Murray strikes out. He is now hitless in how many at-bats? I mean, including today, it's just pathetic. Now, this is the guy you want up there. This is Mickey Hatcher. Bases are loaded. Game is on the line. 2 down here in the 9th. And he goes to the opposite field. Falls in for a hit. 3-run score. He clears the bases. He takes away all the air I had left in my lungs. A bases clearing double for Mickey Hatcher. I mean, I'm sort of pleased. That's his 16th double, but it just seems unfair to Morris. As the Tigers have come back and scored 3 of their own runs here in the 9th. Gibson flips it to the left. Running catch by their left fielder, Grubb, and that'll do it. Wow. So Tom Hume on the verge of getting the victory here. If we can close them out. This is where Roger Weaver comes in. Weaver's got 16 saves on the season. 16 out of 17, and he's been pretty damn good this year. Opponents are batting .169 against him. He does walk more than he strikes out. But even that's a pretty decent ratio for him. All right. So, Greg Mahlberg, 0 for 2 with a walk today. Oh, let's get our defense straight here. We're taking out Hatcher, and we're going to bring in Soulars at third. And actually, we're going to take out Eddie Miller, and we're going to bring in Andre Dawson, who's much superior defensively. So, okay, here we go. Greg Mahlberg here in the bottom of the 9th. Weaver gets Mahlberg to fly out to Dawson out there in right. 1 down. Here's Pete O'Brien. He's a lefty. Weaver gets lefties out pretty well. Line drive right at Whitaker. Whitaker spears it for the second out. Tigers are 1 out away from pulling out a victory here. And Roberts, who hit the home run that ruined the game for Morris, really, flies out to deep center field. Tigers win 5-4, only giving up 3 hits. Unbelievable. I'm grateful for the victory. I'm grateful for not dying from COVID, but I still kind of wish that Morris would have got the victory. Tigers win 5-4. Let's take a look here. We do gain a game on the Yankees. 5 games up now, and there we are. Oh, New York made it too. So Tigers 100-100 club, Yankees 100-100 club, and look at Seattle 114 and 120. That's pretty impressive. It looks like a lot of the teams will get there. Okay, so let's take a look at transactions. And, Dave Stieb injured for the second time this season. Only for 5 days, so he'll miss 1 start. And Jim Rooker retires. right after I give him a brand new baseball card, he finishes his career in 1981, technically, but he was a Detroit Tiger draft pick. A lot of people don't remember that. We would have been a great Detroit Tiger to have through that era. And did we mention that Bobby Bonds retired? I don't think we knew that before. I don't remember a lot because the COVID fried my brain. I mean, the fever is the worst part if you ask me. Okay, let's pull the box score and get out of here. Tigers win 5-4. Player of the game is Mickey Hatcher. I mean, he had 3 RBI. He had that double that won the ball game. Can't beat that. As Henderson did hit a home run right on cue, which was pretty impressive in itself. Gibby had a double. Tigers did have those 2 stolen bases, one from Gibson, one from Miller. Miller had the 100th of the season. Lance Parrish had 2 errors, both on pop-ups. Unbelievable. Tom Hume gets the win, 3-0 on the season. Jack Morris had a no-hitter into the 5th inning. That's crazy. And then Roger Weaver gets a 17th save. Mark Mercer was having a pretty good season up until today. All those runs that were scored were unearned thanks to the error by first baseman Pete O'Brien. So that's going to do it for today. We're going to come back tomorrow. I'm sure I'll feel a little bit better. And we'll have a game where maybe I sound more like myself, which is like Kermit the Frog pretty much. So until then, everyone, have a great night.